America, Australia, France, Germany, UK,
So it's time to kick off the quiddy boots, get naked and drunk and hit the hot tub. I won't be turning up the torch this week. Instead, myself and some special guests will be turning up the love. Don't worry about social distancing, because I've made all my guests drink a dozen Coronas with lime before getting in the tub. So we're all safe and following SFA guidelines. I've also informed them if it's not on, it's not on. So how better to start than getting a few of the deviants from the Bombers and Furies match straight into the tub. Welcome from the Bombers, that sexy, pugalicious, dirty little bastard, Pugsley. How are you, Pugs?
Oh, not bad, Turbo. Good evening.
Good. I'm happy to see you've had a bit of a shave, because I was a bit worried about the hair and the filter today, but anyway, you're looking good. Righto. Also from the Bombers, the Italian Stallion, which is better than the other name you call yourself, Antonio Bluevein.
Good evening.
How are you, buddy?
Yeah, living the dream like I was last time, but the hot seat actually, it burnt my ass. So I'm happy that we get to sit in the tub now.
Oh yeah, this is a lot more comfortable.
Much more comfortable. I think Waffle just needs to put his lipstick away. That's all.
Yeah, well, I'm good with that, but the oil you've got on yourself, this oil slick is starting to get around us. I'm a bit concerned about that, but anyway, we'll deal with that. Okay, one of our big signings for season 30. Welcome, for the first time I can call him a Fury's teammate, Elton John Zwig. How are you, buddy?
I'm bloody sensational. How are you guys?
Yeah, all right. What do you think about sitting in a hot tub with these fucking deviants?
I don't think the temperature's high enough.
Stop rubbing me balls, Wiggy.
Let's just say that shrinkage is real.
Hey, Pugs, I thought you said you were nutted.
Oh, you nutted me, but there's something there, but it feels like just a bloody little M&M or whatever it is now.
It's a button mushroom.
Yeah,
Mushroom.
that's right.
No, I think that's his penis he's pushing up against your legs there, Wicks.
Well, let's just say I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Not the only one, mate.
Hey, Pugs, you've humped on a lot of legs in your time, you dear little root rat. What's been some of your favourite legs?
I like hairy ones, but I prefer if the female has wax, but I'm not fussy. Beggars can't be choosers, mate.
A female?
Yeah.
Since when have you had a sexual preference?
Well, true. Your leg used to give me a go until you took me to the bloody vet.
So, hey, guys, what's been happening in the off-season?
Well, who are you talking to? Are you talking to the People's Champion, or are you talking to one of the other guys?
Well,
Are we going to get both Antonio and Bluevein?
Apparently he's doing that schizo thing.
No. The schizo. No, look.
What was the name I
People's
gave you? What was the name I gave you pre-chat, Tony?
I can't remember. That was a long time ago.
Purple vein.
Purple vein.
That's the chucker.
Oh, Jesus. Mate, this is PG, okay? There's going to be kids listening to this. We need to tone it down.
Sorry.
Well, we're going to get Antonio or Blue. No, look, they're both locked up at the moment. I think I tried to explain this to people. They're different parts of my subconscious. They're not actually me. What you're speaking to right now is me. So let's get that bit straight. They're locked up. I can't let them out right now. It's very dangerous for people.
So, yeah, Wiggs, he's talking in a third self and doing his thing. So, how do you feel about that?
Oh, again, disappointed.
It's like being in the Bombers thread, isn't it?
Oh, please.
It's been 400 posts of Wiggs versus Wayno about some fake PM that never happened, and the Wiggs keeps biting, and Wayno keeps going, I've got this PM, and Wiggs goes, show me the PM. Oh, I don't have a PM, but here's the PM. There's no PM.
No, you obviously have as much trouble as Wayno in reading.
I don't read any post.
Right? As I've said to him a number of times, I don't need the PM. I just want any evidence. And then I used today Dingster to back up my story and say, listen. And I said, here you go. Here's how you do it without a PM, mate. I'll put it all out there in front of you. And he talks in circles and he talks in circles. he is the dumbest poster in the SFA. He's dumber than natural dumbass.
Oh shit,
Ooh, that's a big call.
that's a massive call.
That's huge.
Well,
That's huge.
unless I see actual evidence, it stands.
Well, there you go. You got Buddy Weeks calling out your captain, saying he's the biggest idiot in the SFA. So what do you bombers got to say about that?
Well, Wiggy does raise a fair point. It took him 12 weeks to learn how to post a team sheet. So, but yeah, calling him the biggest dumbass in the league's a bit harsh.
But hang on, he said he failed to learn how to post a team sheet. That's pretty dumb. That's actual evidence. It's evident.
Well, I couldn't do it. That's why I'm not the captain.
Yeah, but so you admit it. That's the difference.
Yeah, you pugs, you can lick your own balls. You're far more skillful than Wayne will.
What balls? What balls are we talking about?
Oh, the little bloody champignon shit there he's got.
That's it.
The sugared almonds. Sugared almonds like from the Bombardieri from the weddings. You know those Italian weddings when they go
That's a
to
pistachio nut, mate. Get it right.
No,
So
but
what's-
I think the PM that he's talking about don't exist, but I think he's just doing it to piss Wig off, and Wig keeps getting pissed off, so he keeps doing
No,
it.
mate, believe me, I'm very far from pissed off.
You seem really angry.
I think it's hilarious. And
Better than being pissed on Wiggy.
he's talking about me not answering the PM, right?
What PM? I don't even know what's going on.
Right, and he wouldn't give me any details or I said, look, just give me a date so I can search, because I didn't want to go through 1,000 pages of PMs to try and find the one he's talking about. Right? Now, there is a PM, and he's left the PM, so he can't see the answers.
Oh, he's cracked it.
If he's not in the PM, of course he's not going to see it.
So there's no PM. There's no PM that he can see.
No, not anymore.
Oh, Jesus. This is...
From, but out of respect, for the sanctity of the competition, I won't release the PM.
Can't
It's
release
been,
what you can't
400,
see,
it's been
mate.
400. It's been 400 posts of I've got this PM. You've got shit. Oh, there's a PM. There's no
I
post.
barbecued him last year, and to his credit, and I mean everyone in the SFA, in the ragdoll thread, apart from you dumbass bombers, you meat shields, you hive mind fucks that just agree with everything and hit like on every post that you guys do. Everyone
Yes, sir.
barbecued, right? He's getting barbecued again. I'll give him credit. He continues to turn up. I respect
to-
the fact that he turned up.
Of course he has to turn up. He's got no choice.
He's a
He's going to
captain.
post a team sheet because none of us can do it.
That's right. We're stuffed if he's not around.
Yeah, he fits. He's the penultimate Bombers poster. Doesn't...
Hang on.
No.
Do you know how to use that word?
Yeah, it's a pen, right?
And it's old.
And it says ultimate on the side. Duh.
Yeah,
You know
and if
what-
you
you
hold
know
it and
what-
you stab it in someone's eye, they go blind.
I'm
Yeah,
just those
it's like,
Asian with the
it's
lady.
like it's like the quintessential.
That is a much better word, thank you.
It's like
Hey,
an
boys,
essential.
please.
I can't even spell that.
What are you, round of drinks? What are you drinking? What do you drink, pugs?
I'm having a Corona.
Corona? Oh, okay, you're sticking on the health regime. What about you, the people's champion?
Yes, I'll have a soda water. Thanks.
Oh, Jesus. Listen to that, will you? Fucking Weeks. Weeks, you're a man. What are you having?
I'm just having a glass of Shiraz.
Shiraz?
A bottle.
Alright. Well, I'm
I used to know a girl called Shiraz.
and
No,
you
it's a lie.
It sounds like she has to be paid by the hour.
Oh, that's
No.
tasty, mate.
Actually, if it was
Put
for
it in
him,
the hour.
like a
The
second.
hour, it's like 20 seconds. We're finished.
yeah, yeah. It was ripped off.
Awesome.
Can I ask a question?
You can.
I was reminded by the fact that Hugs just said there, oh, I'm having a Corona. Right? Waffle was a pretty cool name, and you've gone to something that does not strike fear into the opposition, and your drink
Tomorrow, mate.
matches your name. Explain the name change, please.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I get that too.
Great question. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah. Why the fuck do you go from Waffle to Pugsley? What's the story?
I had to
Wait till
confuse.
my name changed. Shit.
I had to confuse the simpletons on the Adelaide board, and as I said, it confused them straight away. Who's Pugsley?
That's not hard. You could have just, blew up a balloon and they would have chased it.
Well,
That would have
yeah,
confused
that's
them.
true.
plenty.
I could have brought on some Windex and they'd start licking windows, but each to their own.
So, Vane, have you ever changed your name?
I don't understand the question.
Your username. You know,
No,
your-
I've not, no, I've never changed it. No, I was going
Right.
to change it this year.
but you haven't.
No, the people's chair.
And
Yeah,
but that's just a bomber ridiculous fucking thing you're doing. Wiggs, have you ever changed your name? Are you always
No.
wear Elton John's wig?
Always. Never changed it.
Ever been tempted?
No. Not really. I mean, I thought... Yeah, I
Or
suppose...
not really?
No, I've thought about shortening... I've thought about shortening it to EJW because I get called EJW a lot. But, I only signed in to check some rumour about X amount of years ago, and I wanted to post a question, and I just there was a picture of Elton and there was some music playing, and I just used that, and the anonymity of it, I'm quite happy with. So, and everyone knows who I am now, so I just
I reckon it's a good name. I wouldn't change Elton John's wigs. Wait, how do you say it, Turbo? Elton John Wigs?
I just say how I want to fucking say. Same as I used to call the Wonders.
It's the wonders.
Yeah, it's what I do.
hey, you can take the mickey out of their name as much as you like now. Lol Wonders.
Yeah.
Lol,
Because when I did that hot seat with your Wiggs, I just thought the more I say the wrong way, the more you're going to... And you did, you bit. And I was like, yes, I got it.
But that's what the hot seat's about. You've got
I
to
know, it's good.
get up and get in and... Yeah.
get rowdy. And you were. It was great.
So, random question to you, bomber guys. If you throw Rivet out of the car window, does he become kitty litter?
Who?
Well-
Who did we throw out the car window?
Rivet.
Rivet.
Riviat. Oh, Riviat.
Oh, Riviat. So
Keep saying rivet. Keep saying rivet.
is it Riviat, is it?
It's really, honestly, triggered me bad. It's Riviat.
Or should I call him River Rat? Like, how
River
to...
rat.
Eh?
He's a river rat now.
Riviat. So there
He
goes
drinks,
that joke.
he drinks craft beer, so
He drinks craft beer, so call him River Rat.
yeah, there we go.
So,
Who?
Elton John,
Yes.
you and Wayne's World, a lot of sexual undertow going on in the
Oh.
thread.
How bad is it, man? They need
know.
to, they just
I'm-
need to
I'm
get to
feeling
the
it.
hotel. They have to.
So what's
it's, it's dangerous.
No.
It's great.
What it is this, right?
You did.
So are you touching yourself right now, Wiggs, while you're talking to us?
I've
Like you
actually
wouldn't
come to
believe.
Frankfurt.
Like you wouldn't believe.
He's naked. What do you mean? He's in front of us. He's naked.
Well, I can't see under the bubbles, and in fact, the pug's mounting him right now. Get the fuck off him, will you, you dirty little
No.
dog?
He loves it. Little mushroom dick over here.
I'll just ask the question, right? Since you're trying to
Yes.
wind up and bite and stuff, right?
Oh, really?
How precious would you have to be to only take PMs from certain people? That is my question.
Who does that?
Wayne, he said it about 1,000 times in the thread. I only have PMs with people that I get along with now. How precious would you have to be to only accept PMs?
I think that's another tactic of his to upset people. He's really good at upsetting people. He upsets all of us all the time.
No, that's not the question.
What's the question?
How precious would you have to be not to accept PMs from...
Pretty sure he accepts them. Maybe he just doesn't read them.
I look at the post before I read them and like, do I need to read this?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Do I
What
ever
does he
make
do?
sense?
Block the person?
Well,
or-
well, hang on, you just tried to put making sense and Wayno in the same sentence. Of course it's not going to make sense.
yeah.
Doesn't make sense whenever. I bloody post anyway. I post in fucking cryptic shit.
Yeah, we noticed.
So after a game, does Wayne's World get in the showers with you?
He's not allowed.
Why?
I don't know. We just banned him. That was all.
He's the sort of bloke that would shower with his undies on
That's right. That's where I was going to. Like, who is this guy? Like, you know, what are you looking at? So, and when the white fronts,
Grannies, fellas.
I don't think I've ever showered with my undies on. I'll tell you what. I don't think I actually.
I reckon you get $1.05. I reckon that's overs too.
Right, I was drunk this one time and didn't realise my clothes were still on.
hey, I want to talk to you about something important to me. What do you reckon Ace Andy's dodging by not going in the hot seat? Because I offered $50 to go to a charity if he got in the hot seat, and he knocked it back. I went to
Seriously?
$100. Yeah, serious. Went $100, and I'll put $100 up. Ace Andy gets in the chair. He knocked it back. So not only is he,
Hide.
not only is he knocking it back, he knocked back $100 to charity.
He's got something
What is he
to hide.
hiding?
What a mean-spirited individual.
Yeah, but what's he hiding though? Like, why won't he get in the hot seat? He's captain of the Dragons. Don't even think they exist today, but what's he hiding?
Maybe he's not hurt.
Question.
Did he just know him?
No.
No.
I just know him. I just know his name's Andrew. But then every time I say Andrew, he says, "You're doxing me. I'm calling the mods." I'm like, "Oh shit."
He said that to me. I'm like, I dox myself and Turbo's doxed me, so I can't dox you.
Yeah, but you like that.
Yeah, exactly. Mushrooms have never tasted so good.
Grievous. I don't know what his deal is, but everybody has a role to play in the league. I'm not sure what Andy's role is yet, but when I figure it out, I'll be sure to let you all know.
If he wants to remain private, that's his right.
Exactly. It's sort of what I was getting towards, but
But I'm a straight,
why
I'm a
didn't
straight
you-
shooter. I just say what it is.
But why be in the SFA, be captain of the team? So you're in the SFA for a start, which you got to be weird to be in this group, and then you become captain of a team, and then he promotes himself for all his awards and all SFA, and yet he doesn't want to do interviews. Like, it doesn't match.
I don't
He's
think none of us sort of signed a contract to say we have to do podcasts and put ourselves out there, because some people just don't want to do it.
But I didn't ask
get
for
that.
the new photos from you, but you just keep sending them to me. I mean, that's just part of the gig, isn't it?
The People's Champion has to share. All right. So look,
But stop sending those post things where you actually put in the tissues. Like, not interested in that shit, mate. That's getting too real. But carry on.
So do we call it reverse narcissism, Turbo?
In what way?
Like he wants to be known, but then he doesn't want to go on your potty.
but he went on a podcast. He was on a podcast a couple of
Yeah, I heard him
seasons
on
ago.
that podcast, and he was exactly how he thought he'd sound, like he blew into a bloody helium balloon.
Well, actually, I think it was Wiggs. Was it you, Wiggs, that told me that? I think Wiggs PM me or someone said he's done a podcast and gave me the link. And when I heard it, I just thought, yeah, that explains it.
That may or may not have been. I'm going to put my hand up for that. That was
Yeah.
Blue Vein. 'Cause he's an
Righto.
arse.
Excellent. But I remember when I listened, I went, oh. Hey, Wiggs, I can see you're getting a bit aroused there. What's going on?
Every time I speak.
No, he's...
I'm aroused by 245 kilograms.
Who is it?
Who is it? But you've just raised an interesting point. You talked about AC and not wanting to go on hockey. Turbo's hot seat is returning for season 30, is it?
Absolutely.
It would be a great season without.
Is it confirmed? Is it confirmed that Wayno is going on the first episode?
No, it is not.
That's what he said he was doing.
He... yeah. All right. So we'll put it out on this one. Wayne's World, you're going to be my first seat person. I'll book you in the next 2 weeks, and we'll see how it goes from there.
He's called you out, Wayno. Now you have to do it.
I've called him out more than once.
I've got a suggestion. Can we get Grand Uncle Horace on there? He seems a bit angry. I think. And then we know if Grand Uncle Horace goes on, you need to go on as media liaison at the Bombers.
I would love to hear Grand Uncle Horace speak.
Honestly, I was about to say, I would love to hear. Yeah, definitely because of his long-winded posts. I think. I think he's probably.
Yeah, I want to see those thought bubbles that he just bursts out onto the page. I want to hear them come out all at once.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be great.
Okay. Yeah.
Can we nominate him to come on?
Yes.
We just did.
We did. Me and Wiggy and Blue Vein.
Do you reckon it would equate to verbal media though?
He's probably, honestly, having spoken to him off the main boards, he's probably read more books than 300 posters in the actual league combined. So I don't reckon he'd be too bad at an interviewee.
I reckon he's really intelligent.
100%.
Without knowing him. And I reckon he'd be fascinating.
He'd make a great
Your
case
game.
study, I'll tell you that much.
You might have to up your game, Turbo. You might actually study for a change, but I reckon you can.
And not the ones with the pictures, Turbo.
No, I'll just stick with the ignorance is bliss. And if the fallback is always you start masturbating.
And what if he starts masturbating as well, then...
Oh, we got a party.
Oh, we got a party!
Not a problem.
It's a team effort.
You guys are disgusting. You disgust me.
I discuss myself.
I love it.
Alright, so if you could be a ruler for the day, the SFA, so you could be the supreme mod, admin, whatever, and you could introduce a rule that everybody had to comply with for a day, what would it be? I'll start with you, Pugs.
Oh, God, all for a day. I can ban a poster for a day, so I don't have to see their shite, because I'm quite good at it. I can't have someone overtaking my mantle.
Who would be the first poster you would ban?
Oh, that's a fucking
I just say you just said probably, and you backed off. Say it. I know it's Wayne's World. Just say it.
I'm not going to say Wayne's World, because...
No, because he knows that I'm going to say that.
It won't be Wayne's World. Like, I love Barry Brand, but get on my nerves. Nah, ban him for a day.
Hey, but Barry Brand,
He's probably the nicest bloke on the site.
yeah, but he used to love me, and I'm getting real cold shoulder from him lately. I don't know what it is.
That's because you're not putting out, mate.
I
No,
reckon,
I think it's because you posted dominatrix scenes in the middle of an SFA.
I reckon that
tournament.
SFA thread when I got done out of that Tula shit, I reckon I'm done with him. I don't like him. Anyway, we'll move on. Barry Brand, if you're listening, I still love you, buddy. So, the People's Champion. What's your rule?
Yes, that's me.
And being
What
the People's
rule?
Champion, you'd have a great rule.
I think the rule I would introduce would be for everyone to listen to Wayne's World for a day. Because he's got a lot.
Male suicide in this country is high enough as it is.
Yeah, I'm with you. Serious.
No, seriously.
People's Champion, you got an opportunity to do something really good for the SFA.
Well, you just sprung it on me. The People's Champion needs time to think about these things, all right? Okay? The People's Champion has to stop talking in the third person.
Exactly, because you're really doing a bad job with it.
Shut up.
Ah, dear.
Shut up,
Righto.
dickhead.
Hey, I'm moving over. Wiggs, I know you
Right.
might say something
Oh,
about
but he's had an extra 5 minutes to think about it.
No, my answer is the same as if you had asked me first. I didn't know this question was coming, but
Yeah.
No, he knew.
I would say that everyone who has had off-site communications with other SFAs has to turn over all communications and expose it. And I reckon that could lead to the best 3 months of media this place has ever seen.
That's a big call.
Offside. Is that like, secret PMs about
There's
Going.
There's all sorts of stuff. A lot of people just talk shit because they're mates. But and there's been rumours of this and there's been rumours of that. Imagine if all the information from PMs and from Facebook chats and messengers, imagine if all that information was dropped WikiLeaks style. This place would blow up and it would be
Oh,
unbelievably good.
People's Champion likes this.
Oh, Wiggy Bradman, you got my vote, mate.
You know, I really liked the People's Champion before I came on to this.
Yeah,
I'm
but,
getting fucking sick of this third person crap.
yeah, but I'm getting sick of People's Champion rubbing his cock against my leg. Now fuck off, idiot! There's a big enough bloody hot tub. Just
Look,
push
if you
over
pull-
there.
If you pull it a couple of times, it'll disappear.
Oh, I don't want to touch that little fucking...
God, I didn't even have to pull mine and Wiggy took me to the vet. I couldn't even lick it now. God,
We're all going to need tetanus shots.
I'm going to need more than that when I'm finished with you.
Sorry that it's just a warm-up. Sorry, I pissed in the tub, guys. I was waiting for you all to stop talking. But
Have you not noticed we've all been sitting here drinking for hours and we've not got out of the tub? I think that's just a known.
I like this taste of this tub. Oh,
why are you drinking the water? You're gross.
oh no, sorry.
The bug does. So what do you reckon? Furies or Bombers? Sunday.
Tomorrow.
Considering that I think like the Furies, we were one game off the grand final, so we had wins. You
Who's winning
guys,
our game?
you guys, do you reckon the sim gods have changed against us? Because they've been shafting you for 2 seasons.
Look, I think we've made a few changes, few positional changes. Mig's going to full forward. I think that's going to be a circuit breaker.
You know who Mix is on?
Who's he on?
Shadow Man.
Yeah.
And
What
if
does
you
that
know,
mean?
oh, fuck. Shadow Man is the scariest guy in the Furies, without
Yeah?
doubt.
But-
I'm,
I
not
know,
talking-
so-
I'm 245 kilos of love muscle, and I'm scared of the dude. He's on a chain, and I'm talking like one of those big chains that holds the boats in the water, and we just let that go on the game day. You'll find out on game day. You'll see it.
Well, we've made a few more positional changes. We've got the coach coming in. I think he's Rover or Ruck Rover. I can't remember. And Kofi is coming into the Ruck.
I hope he's
So
Ruck Rover, because guess who our Ruck Rover is?
it really doesn't matter. We're going to win.
It's Ava.
Oh,
Ava.
here we go.
Oh yeah.
I miss her.
That's what
every
I'm saying.
day.
I call a team. I know all our places. So if he's coming in there, that's Ava, which would be great. Her first game.
Against the coach.
Oh yeah, that's juicy.
That's
Oh.
hot.
It's really, yeah, it's a shame that her career is going to end at the Furies so quickly because the coach will just destroy anyone that comes into his path. He's a great footy player, I tell you. You know, that still actually, it still irks me having to put a Q in front of the footy. It's one of those things that triggers me. Because every time you're typing on your phone, it wants to autocorrect the footy and you've got to put the Q there. Just breathe. Okay?
Who's in the centre?
Things that trigger Antonio.
Yeah.
Putting the queue in Cootie and shitting in covers.
I've never done that in a cupboard. Okay, I'm a civilized person. I've never pooped in a cupboard. That's gross.
So Weeks,
Doesn't sound like an animal.
Who says pooped?
hey Weeks,
Shat.
we've stuck you in as Ruck to take Kofi.
That's right. But
How do you Bomber Boys think that's going to work?
That's going to
Well,
be
he
sick.
gives it. Yeah, it is going to be pretty hot. I mean, I don't think we'll even get anything done on the ground wall.
He likes leg-on-leg contact, Kofi. He'd be all for that.
in my first season, in season 23, I don't even know where Kobe played. But
He would have been a ruckman.
yeah, no, I mean what team? I don't know if you
Oh, okay. Yep.
He's been at Baghdad all his whole life.
Yeah, right. Well, so I was a rookie, and halfway through the season, I was playing for the Hawks at that stage, and I've been posting pretty consistently. So Filthy gave me the ruck spot, and Kofi's just like, "I'm going to destroy you, I'm telling you." It was a really good work at Banner, and he said he was going to hand me my arse on a plate. Actually put the picture of the arse on the plate up, and I absolutely destroyed him. So I handed it back to him. So it's round two, because I haven't played ruck since that season, and I was on the bench in the All SFA side as a ruckman. So I'm back where I belong.
So what did you think when you saw yourself? Because I hadn't discussed it with you about putting you in the ruck. That was I actually when I posted the team, that would have been the first time you saw it. What did you think?
Oh yeah, I thought when I knew that Kobe was playing ruck, I thought Hugh River got your top matchup.
Yeah. Well, that's why I couldn't knock it back. I just sat back and went, nah, fuck, Wiggs has got to go, Kofi. It's got to be the rematch.
One for the masses.
Absolutely.
Well, Wiggs' name does, it reacts well in the sim, so he tends to get a lot of the ball in the midfield, so it could be a good move for you guys, or we could beat you by 6,000 points. So either way, it's going to be fun.
He was funny. He was funny at the Wonders, or the Wonders, I'm never able to call it. At the Wonders.
Wonders.
Ding, Wonders. Ding has this thing about names in the sim and working and that sort of stuff. I played Ruck Rover and I was terrible. I moved to centre and my stats went through the roof.
Weird.
Consistent for 2 seasons.
Well, sounds like what we're talking about pre-show, Turbo.
Yeah, it works. There's a naming thing that works, and I know it.
Yeah, there is.
Absolutely.
I actually, I've never really mentioned it much, but of 75% game time, I scored, I think, 140 DT points. And I've got the stats somewhere as a little reminder. That was the only good game I played off the rim. But I'll remind you all tomorrow. I'll post it later so you can all see it.
I saw that one you got 140. It was probably one of my best games for the season. I only had about 1 or 2 good games.
Yeah, and the only good game I've ever played, we lost. So that was good.
Yeah, but we've lost 9. How many have we lost straight? I think you posted how many we lost straight in the matchup thread.
8.
How many have we lost on the road?
I think we've lost 8 in a row. It's a conspiracy. That's what everyone keeps telling us. Conspiracy.
Well, I keep saying that the randoms... What do I keep saying? I keep coming up with my conspiracy theory that games sim numerous times until we get the desired result. I think we can take that seriously, sadly.
Who's your fullback?
Yeah, you make me think.
Just put, I don't know. I'll check with Wayne to see how I'm allowed to respond to that. I've got no idea. I've got no idea who the fullback is. I don't really look at the team.
All I know that if Blue Vein's standing next to me, I'm in the centre, he's on the wing. Who's on the other wing?
Requiem.
There we go.
He's a gun. I wish he posted more, actually.
I just threw Wacky Tiger in as full forward as a bit of a joke. So I'm just interested to see who you've got that's actually going to go against the guy.
Wacky Tiger's one of those. He's a stalwarty poster. He doesn't need to say much, but when he does it, it's in a very stalwarty manner.
Oh, yeah.
I like Wacky.
I have him sort of talking like this, you know. I'm going to get those gophers, and I'm going to... about to become the master chef. Ooh, great shot! I've got him talking like Bill Murray every time he posts.
Who's that?
Wacky, isn't he? That's
Caddyshack.
Oh, Caddyshack.
That's Carlson Backler from Caddyshack.
Yeah, that's how I imagine it sometimes.
And I don't know why, but so I don't imagine Tony speaking like De Niro. For some reason, that Av of Wackies, everything I read of his, I read in Carl Spackler's voice.
And do you think it's a coincidence that the Bombers are shafted every season?
Not really.
Yes.
Not really. I mean, they won 2 flags in a row in the early 20s.
Yeah.
So, unless... no. I don't believe it. I like to, fan the flames a little bit to say, yes, okay, there's a conspiracy and everyone hates us, but that's just crap.
Do you think it's a coincidence then, the 2 seasons where everybody hated the Bombers and your spamming style and all the shit remember, I'm a Bomber fan, so I've always been a Bomber fan, so I'm public for that. But the time when the SFA hated you, which is terrific if that's what you're trying to do, which obviously antagonising you did it just match ladder performance? So I look at that and go, yep, the people in the background manipulated that.
I can't agree with that because the time when we were most hated was when Haro was captain. He was
Haro?
Yeah.
Haro. Isn't it Haro?
I don't know.
Hello.
I thought if Harrow was like HARROW. That's what I thought it was a harrow, as in like a harrowing experience. I just
Should it be just Harrow?
Oh,
No,
well.
can we? Sorry, can we edit that out, please?
No,
That
but this is gold.
It's
Harrow.
you can't put that on.
You can. Now you're locking it in now.
The queer
Lock
phase.
it, Eddie.
Hello.
Harrow. you guys.
Harrow.
I'm Mr.
What
Ant.
purpose with that?
Whatever.
Yep. Keep going. People's champion.
What to say?
Speechless.
Back when we were most hated, back then, they won flags, yeah? Is that
Did you
not
say
right?
most hated?
They won flags when I left.
We're not that hated now, surely.
So, the Bombers aren't most hated now.
No, surely not. No, I thought the expansion clubs were most hated.
So what are your things, Wiggs? You reckon the Bombers are less hated now than they were a few seasons ago?
By certain sections of the SFA, for sure. I mean, it was got a bit willing there for a while. Harrow used to do some pretty cool media. He also...
Is that Harrow?
Harrow. I'm Mr. Ant.
Would you like us to? We must save the young guys.
Look, I think the Bombers have been consistently disliked for 7 or 8 seasons, but I think it's great. Everyone needs a heel. You can't have old Queensland good guys.
Bang. Spot on.
Boom!
Hey,
What can I tell them? You know,
There's just gonna be an awkward silence now while Waffle pisses everywhere.
Yeah, let me out the tub for a minute. Oh, I just pissed in the tub.
oh, that's good. I was going to be cold. Can you make it towards me, please? I'm getting chilly.
There you go, mate. How does that feel?
That's good.
You guys
Tell you
are
what,
fine.
you need to, I wouldn't say drink more, because you certainly got quantity, but the colour is really bad. That's like a brown.
It has
Yeah,
been for a long
he's very
time, mate.
dehydrated.
I'm
Very
not letting you take
dehydrated.
it with the vet.
You want a sip of my soda water?
Yeah, I
Right.
better have some of that.
Quick question. Wiggs,
yes.
why'd you join the Furies?
Oh.
He doesn't know.
No, I do, because there's only a couple of posters that I really want to post with before I sort of drift off. I've always enjoyed Ned's work. I'm a big fan of Ned, and strangely over the last couple of seasons, I've really come to enjoy your work, Turbo. And I told you that in the DMs, and I just thought the Furies looked like a team that were only 1 or 2 players short of being a really good side, and I thought, yeah, why not? I need to change from the Roll Wonders.
That's fair. That's fair because it's much more enjoyable now. You've got Ava and yourself, and obviously with Turbo and Ned and a couple other guys. You're right, definitely.
How are you guys?
And as much as Wayno doesn't want to admit it, I am draw card material. I bring the crowds.
Yeah, I don't think the Bombers need
I'm
much
elite.
more draw card material. I think we probably need to let the league have some more good posters. because-
Hey, Wiggs, did the Bombers... Did the
Got to stop
Bombers...
piling them all for ourselves. I mean, it's not really fair on everyone.
Hey, Wiggs, did the Bombers ask you to join them?
No, they didn't.
No, they do exactly.
No, that's good. No, I'm not asking this question because it's prep. I'm asking out of interest.
The teams that I didn't get enough from were the Bombers and Royals, I believe.
Oh,
And
good.
then one more that didn't initially offer, but then once I started my thread up with the copies of the offers out in the open, another team then made their late pitch to make it 9 out of the 11 other clubs. I'll tell you what, that would be a serious piece of media. How bad were some of the efforts to recruit to
Yeah. Come, post, 4. Yes, good. Great. Thanks. Yeah, it was pretty good, wasn't it?
Hey, Bombers, talking about recruiting, Seven House
Mhm.
Week, the Furies recruited Elton. The other great signing you got was Ava.
Yeah.
How did you boys go with that? That you were blindsided, weren't you?
No, we knew about that.
What, you knew
Definitely
she was
knew about
going? She told
Yeah,
you she was
yeah,
going?
Yeah, yeah, she was
100%.
being honest.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was, where was she originally? Was she at... No. Was she the
She was
Bears or
Bears.
at London?
No, she was a bear originally, I think.
And she always said that it was a couple of seasons here and a couple of seasons there and then move on to someone else for a couple of seasons. That was always her plan.
So why do you call her the matriarch then? If she was always going, why do you give her legendary status?
Because she's the best in the business. That's her title.
You
She
had
is
to have
the
been pissed when she left you.
No, not at all. No, she was very above board with everything.
No, I'm looking at you now. Both of you, your woodies have just gone into shrivel mode.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the excitement here. You love Ava, and you have to love her because she's a great girl. That's why we took
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, she
You
was.
know why she came across her?
Because we're sort of trying to do some community service for the lesser clubs. That was it. It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything sinister.
My bullshit detector is
And we're done at
blowing up
the-
over here.
Absolutely. She needed some love, and she needed 245 kilos of love.
That's
So,
right. It's good.
you boys-
I honestly, she didn't get a lack of love. Trust me.
Well, that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Because I know who I'm snuggling with.
Yeah, waffle. It's gross.
Ah,
Get a
well,
room.
that prick just keeps humping me all the time anyway. But
I don't stop
admit
until
though,
he
the thing I'm not happy at Waffle though is Mrs. Turbo has a crush on you.
She's only human, mate.
Mrs. Turbo must be drunk.
That too.
Well, she's married to me for a start, so there's probably some validity in what you just said, Rick. So,
Well, she knows how to work. She knows how to work a computer, and you bloody don't.
no argument there. But I'll tell you, when it comes to all the people in the SFO I deal with, Pugs or Waffle, she'll call you Waffle, I reckon, if she ever talks to you.
Don't
He
do whatever
loves
she
the
wants, you know
Pugs.
that. I'm gonna
Loves
go to
the
the club
Pugs.
anyway.
Loves the Pugs.
So
So,
do I.
Yeah, we all love pugs.
so, did we get an answer to the question? Furies
What question
or
was it?
Bombers on the weekend? Who's winning?
I said we'll win. I never believed we'll lose even after 9 bloody straight losses.
I think this season's going to be different. I have to be positive.
Well, odds are in your favour, I suppose, because you can't just keep. In fact, I would say if
The only way is up
got the same
after-
treatment. If you got the same treatment this season as the last two, you'd have to almost investigate that. Like that's just
Yeah.
right.
We'll get Wig to do a thread for us. I'm sure he loves that.
Yeah. But Milton with ND doesn't have the same feel.
I've got plenty of threads lined up for this season.
Oh, that's good, mate. Some more Elton media can never go astray. I don't think.
He's got our vote for the admin anyway. So.
Oh,
I
you-
already voted. I already voted for Elton. Like I put it out there in the thread. I said I'll vote for you. No sweat. Keep sending me the
Come on,
nudes.
man.
and I'll
Who should be the next admin?
You.
No,
Yeah.
seriously, who should be the next admin?
I don't see anyone that can do it.
Who's running?
Well, actually, the question would be, who's the
here we go.
serious contender?
Here we go. Who's running? That's a very interesting question.
That's the next question. Yeah.
Right?
Did Spook say he was running? ND, you? I don't know. I thought Spook released a thread and said, "Oh, I'm running."
Well, it was what's his name? He changes his name all the time. The Jesus.
Jesus.
He's running because he's got an agenda that he's angry. MD's running, and I think MD will be really good. Admin.
Are you running, mate?
I believe, without knowing 100%, I believe a certain high-profile demon will be running for it.
Oh.
High profile demon. They have one.
That is a great one. Thank you. I set him up, you knock him down.
Woo! We're a great team. People's champion in the wig. Bring it on. Stop referring to yourself as the people's champion and we might have. That's what he was about to say. Guaranteed.
Yes.
Bombshells in Turbo's tub.
Yeah.
Bang.
Bang.
I've had plenty of that in the tub.
Been doing some disgusting stuff in this tub. We're going to have to get someone to clean it. I know that much.
Sorry.